These are going to be curly as hell. Oh, happy Halloween, folks. Knockout 9. This thing has been coming for my throat for weeks now. Hello friends, it's a gloomy day here in Dublin, but I'm feeling happy despite that because we are into the 4th week of September. So cash stuffing has done this weird thing to me where even though I'm paid monthly and most people who are paid monthly hate the last week of the month, I love the last week of the month because I'm about to get paid. Cash stuffing means that I now have money left on the last week of the month. If you've ever been paid monthly, you know what I mean. Normally your money will last the first 1, 2, possibly 3 weeks. But when you start cash stuffing, you have money every week. So it's absolutely great. When we get paid next week, we get to change up the budget again. I like changing it up every month because I'll get bored otherwise. So yeah, last week of September, before the October pay. Very excited to move on, and it also means we get to unstuff some of our savings challenges today and allocate them to different savings goals. So let us get into it. I will grab my purse. I actually have some leftover money again, so I'm really proud of myself. My spending money is gone. What did I spend it on? I bought 2 jumpsuits. I will show you them now. I do want them in more colors, but I'm going to wait for them to get here. I talked about them last week. I think they look like a really nice fit. So what I had left over was 15 in dates, and I have the 15 in fun too. So these can go into wallet reserves, and I'm sure I have a £5 left in food. I didn't even know I had. I went to the Asian market this week because I've been trying to clean up my diet a little bit. I don't eat the worst anyway, to be fair, but with IBS I have a lot of triggers. So there's a lot of things that are healthy that hurt me. Like I love broccoli, but I can't eat broccoli. I also really like certain types of cabbage, but I can't really eat cabbage because there are things that I don't digest very well and I end up with really bad cramps and stuff. So it's not a pretty time, but when I go to the Asian market, they tend to have more fresh food that I can eat more of. So I think I'm going to go again tomorrow. I also really want to make a soup because the weather outside, it's raining and it's grey, and I really want a soup to soothe my soul. So we can pop our money in here. The spending money is also gone out of this envelope. I cleared that out for the jumpsuits that I showed you. Diesel, I will need to put diesel in the car at some point this week. It'll probably be next weekend now that I think about it. So let's see what we have in dates. Have we finally got over the €100 mark? We shall see. So we have 50, 70, 80, 95. Are you messing? I've been trying to get this over 100 for so long. I just want to have like a little 100. No, it's not a little, but I want to have 100 as an emergency fund if we need to go on like an emergency date, you know. 95 will do for now. Fun is getting the 15 that we took out. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 90. That's okay. I would like to have this at 100 too, but we're close. Food. What will I do with this extra £5, I'm wondering, because I'll put it in food. This envelope never really gets anything. It's nice to have a little bit of backup for a takeaway if I'm absolutely losing my mind. And that is everything that's going into wallet reserves today. And then we can come in here and take out our last week of money. That is everything. And we'll give her a little count. So we have 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 220, 230, 240, 250, 55, 60, 65, 75, 85, 95, 3, 05, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So we'll get the purse again and we can stuff in here. So 20 for spending. I'm really excited to see what I've saved in my savings challenges. I do my best not to go through them and count them up, so I have a little bit of surprise. And I've also been doing some work over the last couple of days for my budget. Not for October, I've already filmed that, but my November budget, I've just changed the categories a little bit just to make my life a little bit easier. So you'll see that next month. Fun. But yeah, so the plan for this week is my fiance has started a new job, so he'll be working at the weekend. I am going to do some cooking, I think. So he's doing a part-time job and he's going to college part-time as well. So I'm thinking I can do a little bit of meal prep, cross the fingers, because I'm not the best cook. It's not that I can cook, I just really don't like to. Sometimes the mood strikes me though, and I'm feeling the need for a soup. I love tomato soup, so I think that's what I'm going to make at the weekend, and that'll do for like a load of meals. And actually this week as well, I made myself some salad jars. They originally were supposed to be like a ramen jar, where basically I just put a load of veg into a jar with some miso paste and some other like soy sauce and stuff, and then all I have to do is put hot water in it during the week and some noodles and eat it. But I ran out of noodles, so Asian market tomorrow to top everything up, and then do the weekly food shop as well, and I should be set for food this week with a load of stuff prepped, so it makes life a bit easier. Honestly, half the reason I have to prep is because my fiance does most of the cooking, but I really don't want him to be under a load of pressure to go to college, work. He's also doing driving lessons to get ready for his driving test, and on top of that then have to feed me, so I need to get myself together, you know. So we can decide now where we're going to put our 5 for weddings this week. I have some challenges in here that I have done nothing with, like I haven't filled any of them out, so I probably should do that. But oh, I also saw a really good short on YouTube this morning about having a wedding. So a lot of you have probably seen her because she has a lot of viral videos, but I have this strange interest in van life. I do not want to live in a van, but it's just interesting to me to see how people do. And she was talking about getting married and that she's renting an Airbnb for a couple of days, and all of her family are going to this Airbnb and they're going to have their wedding there. And I was like, wow, that's a really, really cool idea. So we were talking about it this morning. We still have years to plan this, so I'm not really worried. Will we do one in... I might go for honeymoon. That's the vibe I'm feeling. I have a savings challenge in here that I haven't been using, as I said, but that's okay. That's what we can do with our fiver this week. But yeah, I thought that was a really interesting idea to, do an Airbnb, and it'd be so much cheaper as well than a wedding venue, especially because we are going to have a small wedding. So let me know what you think. Or did anybody have a wedding like that? I'd love to know if you had a wedding that was, super small, super intimate, and how did you save money on it? It's not that I'm trying to be super frugal with it, but the more I think about paying so much money for a wedding, the more it kills me. So we have 40 going into hair and beauty, but I'll be damned if I'm putting one that somebody wrote on. So you can stay back there, sir. I did spend a little bit of money out of here. I needed to get oil cleanser for myself. So I'm gonna just reorder those to make my life a bit easier. Ooh. Okay, so we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 170, 5, 85. And then we can, I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's fine the way it is. Then for kombucha, we're putting a 5 in. So kombucha has 55, 65, 75, and 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's at 83. That sounds correct to me. And health then will get €5. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And I just got my 3-month supply of probiotics in the post. I think it was yesterday morning, and I don't even need to open them yet. And we're already nearly at the amount that we need for the next batch of 3 months. So that is lovely. Hobbies is skipped. Clothing is getting 10. That is also emptied out because of the jumpsuits that I showed you. So moving swiftly on, going out is skipped, and this binder is done. Oh no, it's not, because we said we were going to put a fiver into laser, but then we changed our mind halfway through the month. So we have a spare fiver, which I'm going to get a nasty one. And I think we'll go for clothing because that needs to help, because I keep spending my clothing money. I am very proud of myself though. So I had a pickup in Hollister on Monday. Basically the dresses that I showed you guys before, I decided to go and get, I was looking online when I was getting the pictures for the video where I showed you guys what I bought in Hollister, and while I was there I saw they were doing it in green, online only. I'll get a picture, and prayed for me that this doesn't happen again, but I saw they had it in green, and green's my favorite color, so I decided to buy that. There was also a discount on it, so I picked that up in Hollister on Monday. And I don't know what I was doing, but like just this mood came over me where I was like, I'm gonna try stuff on, because there's a few nice things, but they didn't really look that nice on me. They weren't really doing much for me, except for one skirt, which I've put in my basket multiple times now and then come off the website again. But yeah, I tried on like maybe 4 or 5 items of clothing, and you know, when if you have a shopping addiction, you will know this feeling. You know that feeling when you're in a shop and you're compulsively needing to spend money. I had that feeling, but I didn't have any money with me. All I had was my credit card, and there was like a voice inside me being like, just get yourself a few nice things, like you'll feel really good, like it'll be great to get yourself a couple of like exciting unplanned bits. And yeah, tried on clothes, but walked out without anything, thank God. Didn't spend anything. I don't have that money to spend. I'd be spending on my credit card and then have to refund it out of somewhere. And yeah, I was very proud of myself, but the itch hasn't gone away. I'm sitting here still thinking about going and adding that skirt to my basket, even though I wasn't in love with it, but I have an outfit idea. But yeah, so that's my struggles of this week. So sinking funds it is. So card tax shall get 5. So we have 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. Woohoo! It is time for celebrations. We have hit 100 in car tax, and that means we should be there in car insurance too. So we have 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 100. That's so exciting. House, you are getting 10, no 5. So 5 for house is 25, 35, 40. Sorry, I just saw, that is disgusting. Look at the color difference. Is that showing up? Not as much in person. It's kind of like a brown yellow. It's disgusting. Christmas is done. I have to start shopping for Christmas presents. I have not done a tap and I haven't even thought about it. Birthdays is getting 5. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20. My next birthday is my mom's birthday in the end of November, so we have loads of time. Technology is getting 5. So you have 50, 65, 75, 80. Future husband is getting a 5. Our 2 years and 6 months was on Monday, I want to say, and we need to organize what we're doing for our date because we've had so many ideas, but we've booked nothing and the two of us are just super busy. So we need to find some time. 50, 60, 75, 85, 90. I'm looking forward to it though. I'm looking forward to getting dressed up, and it's always going to involve getting dressed up, and it's always going to involve food. And I'm very happy about both of those things. Giveaway is supposed to be getting a 5, but we just finished a giveaway. Also, can I say thank you guys so much? I think we're just over 450. So my voice is going trying to say that. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I don't know where you all came from. I hope you're enjoying it here, and I'm delighted to have you. So thank you so much. So the extra 5 for giveaway, we are going to put it, somebody needs a generous donation. Who is getting a donation? I'm thinking, I never put any donations into car tax and car insurance unless I can do it for both, because the fact that these move in unison, my OCD will not let me move away from that. So it's either going to be house that gets a donation, birthdays, tech and future husband doesn't need it. Let's go house. House can have a donation. Honestly, I really want candles and wax melts at the minute because it's turned into October. I have now taken out my like autumnal scents, and honestly my autumnal and my Christmas scents are one and the same, but I have the Yankee Candle warm chestnut wax melts. I melt those all over the house. They make the house smell like cookies, pumpkin pie kind of situation. I love it. So it's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And it's so funny because a couple of years ago, I used to think that, you know, getting so excited about season changes and stuff was so basic, for want of a better term, until I realized that, you know, sometimes, Juliana, you just have to sit back and enjoy the little things, because that's how you live a happy life. And now I'm out here living a happy life because I just enjoy the little things. So I'm not really like a pumpkin spice latte girl, but the smell of my house in autumn is what does it for me. So lighting candles, getting new incense, or what do you call the things with the reeds, the diffusers? I'll get those smells. I'm such a smell-based person. I was going to say a smelly person, but that is not correct. Please don't judge me. Yeah, I'm such a smell-based person, and my mood is heavily linked to the smell of my house a lot of the times. So yeah, I've been really enjoying the kind of warmer scents. Over summer I tend to go, and spring I go for like really fresh, citrusy and fruity scents. But then when we get into the second half of the year, I go for like warmer, more kind of vanilla, warm chestnut, more foodie kind of smells actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, so that's been lovely. I've been really enjoying that. And then savings challenges. So let's see what we're doing this week. Okay. Honestly, you cannot make me happy with this challenge, because either it takes my money and then I'm upset that I have no spending money, or it doesn't, as we've seen the last 2 weeks in a row, and then I'm disappointed that this isn't growing. So you just can't make me happy. Cubes of Doom at the ready. Ow. Right, let's go. I feel like this is rigged. And you know what? I'm gonna roll this again. I do not want, this is gonna sound ridiculous. I don't want a third week of spending money. I am almost considering doing a no spend for October. Oh, should we go with that? -5. I'll be upset in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that worked out perfectly. I know it sounds ridiculous. You're probably like, what is wrong with you? Take your spending money and run. But I've really been enjoying having this building up. I'll also explain all the change in here in a sec. So we said 20. Yeah, I've been really enjoying having this challenge save up so much. And even though every week I'm like, oh, I took all my spending money, I don't want to get used to having so much spending money. because I get used to new things very fast. And especially when it comes to having more money. Yeah, I would just rather have a week where I put it in here. And as I said, I've been thinking about doing a no spend October, because the fact that my fiance has so much on that I really don't have a lot of need to be spending money. So yeah, I do not mind at all putting my money in here this week. And the reason for all the change in here is I needed to, so for my bonus stuffings, I try, as we know, to keep the denominations as high as possible so that I'm not locking away 5s and 10s when I might need change. So I have to do like a backwards cash condensing for my bonus stuffings. And the only thing that had big notes for this week was the Infinity Challenge. So there is heaps of change in here now. So we now have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Woohoo! Still don't know what I want to do with this. I nearly touched this for the jumpsuits because I have this weird thing, and let me know if you do the same thing. But I will have, say, €100 in my clothing envelope. And I will do everything in my power to buy clothing without touching the clothing envelope. So I'll take it out of buffers, I will take it out of other areas, because I'm like, no, that's my €100 for clothing. And I want to have that there in case I really want something. But this thing right now that I want, same thing with food. I will spend my spending money on food before I spend my food money, because in my head, the envelope that is assigned to that item is the emergency fund for that item. It sounds mental, and it's really not the way I should be doing this, but I'm learning and I'm growing. But yeah, I don't know why I do that. I've always been like that though. If I found out that I won €20 on a bet or something, which I don't gamble, but oh, I think I just ripped through my envelope. No. If I found out I won €20 and I had €20 in my pocket for a takeaway, I won an extra 20. I would spend this 20 on the takeaway and keep this 20. That was for the takeaway, for something else, or a second takeaway. You know what I mean? I don't know why, and I hope that makes sense, but yeah, I don't know why I'm like that. Okay, knockout 9. This thing has been coming for my throat for weeks now, so we shall see what it does to me this week. But yeah, it's been, I'm actually going to move this down a little bit more. I feel like it needs more room for movement. 2. Oh God, we've started a lot of weeks like this. I'm having PTSD flashbacks right now because this has happened too many times. 2. You can see every week we've crossed out 2, I think, as our first number. So give it a really good shake out. Oh, shit, technical difficulties. Hold on. I got a little bit enthusiastic there. So I keep getting enthusiastic. I haven't moved this, I swear. That's why I'm touching it like this, so you guys didn't think I've rigged it myself. So that is 12, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, okay, we'll do 9 and 3. Ooh, is my Sharpie running out? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, don't panic. 8 and 1. I think one side of my Sharpie is running out. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. Oh wait, no, we might be okay. 5 and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Okay, okay. So we just have 6 and 7 left now. What is that together? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can't roll 13. So let's see. 8. No, okay, we can't do that. So it's 7 and 6. So we have to save €13 today into the knockout 9. Okay. So if I give you 20, you would give me 7. No, I can give you, that's ridiculous. I'll give you 15. I need change again. I always need change for this challenge. Okay, I've swapped to 20 for 2 10s in the Infinity Challenge. So I can give this 15. And it will give me 2. Alrighty. So we can go for wild card next. I'll move my dice. So I always have an agenda with my savings challenges on what I would like to happen for the week. And this week I would like a low amount so that I can try and finish out my snakes and ladders and my Savopoly, because I'm going to unstuff some of these in a sec, and it would work out really well if I can save. I want to unstuff as many savings challenges as I can right now, so that's why. Okay. Let us go for you. 10. Nope. Screwed. Okay, so that's getting 100. We still have a little bit left, to be fair. So we can put our 100 in wildcard. So this now has 51, 52, 53, 3, 23, 40. And then let me see, I want to be strategic about this to see what we can save. So we have 20, 35 left. I do believe we stopped here in snakes and we stopped here in Savopoly. So I don't think I have enough to complete Savopoly, unfortunately, but I may be able to complete snakes. So what direction are we going? So if we stopped here, okay, let's try roll. A 6 or 2 6s would be brilliant. 3, okay. 1, 2, 3. There's nothing in this square. Do I go up the ladder? I'm gonna say yes. So you want a 10. Okay, come on, let's get to the end of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 or a 6, and we are finished snakes and ladders. Come on. Boom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, okay, so I don't need to put anything more in snakes, but that is snakes finished. So I can unstuff that one in a minute. And that means that I have a 20 and a 5. So do I want to start my jars? Or I can put... I think I'm going to go for Savopoly. I'm not going to be able to finish it or unstuff it, but I can definitely make some room. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just I can get close to the end. So save 25 is where we stopped. Sorry guys, it's gone off the deep end. It's a 3, which is 1, 2, 3, save 15. Do I have enough change? I do. And then I have a 10 left, which there's no way I can roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can. Oh, it's going to be an IOU situation if I mess this up. Let's go for it. We're trying to roll a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cross your fingers and toes and let me get a 5. That's a 3 again. So 1, 2, 3 is 18, so I can give it 10 and I owe it 8. Oh no, that's not true. I have a 2 over here, don't I? So that's 12 I've given it, which means I owe it 6. 6. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. You guys will let me know if I messed up, but I think that's right. So I owe you €6. And we'll give it a little count too. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 90. And in change we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So is that 100? I think it is. So pop you in here. I might leave this on the front because what happens is I always look at the front of the challenges. I never look at the back. So it takes me ages to realize I have an IOU. Okay, so that is our challenges done and our money in. So we are on stuffing wildcard because it is the end of the month. Knockout 9 isn't done yet, so we'll leave that one. We're still working on Piggy. I am unstuffing snakes. And I also have the money from the jars, which I will show you me unstuffing now. And then I have the money in here that came out of jars. So that was 65. These are going to be curly as hell. Oh, happy Halloween, folks. Okay, so what we have in total is 51, 52, 53, 320, 340. Where is my calculator to try and keep track of this? So there's 340. Then in snakes we have 20, 40, 55. Is that right? It is. And then there's 65 here. So in total we have €460 to reallocate. And sorry, I'm not going to fix this because I know it's not going to stay there. So we are going to do, I think, let me think, 460. So I think we can do, ensuite is in multiples of 100, Florida is in multiples of 80. So I'm thinking if we do 80, oh sorry, 460, if we do 280s or color in 2 pineapples for Florida, we'll be left with 300, and we can do 300 into ensuite. That is the plan. So we can do 20, 40, 50. So we want 160 for Florida. So, oh, okay. Holy God, what about... The idea of the jars was cool up until right now. So that's 65. And 20, 40, 55. So back out with the calculator. In my hand I have 65 plus 55. 20, 40, 55, yep, that's correct. So that's 120, so we need 40. Still from up here, which we can do in 220s. So that's my 160 into Florida. I will give it a count in just a sec. For the minute, everybody needs to evacuate. Hopefully the fives will be okay for a sec. So 2 pineapples. This one's become a bit more of a slow burner. When I started cash stuffing, I thought I was going to go to Florida next year. That is no longer the case. I think we'll wait 2 years, which gives me a lot more time and allows me to work on other things in the meantime, like my ensuite. So that is the more pressing one at the minute. So in Florida now, wish me luck on counting these fives. We have 200, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400, 410, 415, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. I'm assuming that's correct. I'm not going to count again because that is a nightmare. What should be in there is 80, 160, 240, 320, 400, 480. Is that what I counted? I can't even remember now. And on sweets, so we should have 300 for you, which is very exciting. Up here, make sure 1, 2, 3. Yep, that makes sense. And then color in 3 of our icons. So we've got our first row knocked out. Okay, so now we have 250, 300, 350, 4, 450, 5, 550, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes perfect sense. Woohoo! I love this, like the end of the month, getting to unstuff my savings challenges and reallocate them is just the best feeling. So I think that is everything I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be back next week with my monthly stuffing and my first week of October pay. And yeah, then I'll have my bonus stuffing up tomorrow as well. So I hope everybody has a great weekend and I shall chat to you soon. Thanks guys, bye.